some of my favorite parts, some of my favorite things that I did that I haven't shared with you guys yet. And then I have some exciting plans for the future that I'm gonna share with you guys. So let's just get into it. First, I hope that you all are doing fantastic. I hope that you enjoyed your summer and are getting ready for cozy season. I have a fall haul coming for you guys next. I just filmed it, so stay tuned for that, but you're gonna be watching this first. So let's see, I already talked to you guys about the Jonas Brothers concert, I think. Oh, actually, I made a video on that for Patreon, so if you are a Patreon of mine, I did a full recap on the Jonas Brothers concert over there. That was super fun. I love those boys so much. That was a long night, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was like if you're a Taylor Swift fan, you have the Eras tour, right, where she goes through all her albums and stuff. This was essentially our Eras tour. Us Jonas Brothers fans. It was our Eras tour, and they were singing songs that I grew up singing from 11, 12 years old. And my friend and I were talking about it because she also went to the concert, and we're around the same age. She's 2 years younger than me, but she was like, do you remember like when you first heard about the Jonas Brothers, or like when they first came into your life? And I was like, honestly, no. Like, I look back on my childhood and they've just always kind of been there. And she was like, yeah, like same. So, you know, they've been in my life longer than they haven't been. And it was my 4th time seeing them as a group, and my 5th time seeing Nicholas Jonas, because when he did his little solo career, I went and I saw him when he was touring with Demi Lovato. So, you know, I've seen them a couple times. This one was really good. I will say our seats weren't as good as I thought they were gonna be, especially for the price that we paid. But I saw them in a baseball stadium, and so the way that they set it up, like we were sitting kind of close to like the dugout, so we were very low, like to the floor, but they set the stage up like all the way under the scoreboard, which was kind of far away. You don't realize how big the field really is until you're like down there. So even though we were like close to the floor, they still looked really, really, really small. So that was a little disappointing, but you know, there are screens and stuff, so it was fine. I may or may not be trying to see them again in December, but I can't be spending money on those boys like that twice in 1 year. So what my friend and I are gonna do is we're gonna check like the tickets like day of or night before, because sometimes if you do that, you'll get lucky and you'll get good seats that haven't been sold yet for much cheaper. So we might be doing that in December, but that's not set in stone, so don't quote me, but it's a thought in the back of my head. So yes, so I saw them. I just saw Sam Hunt in Boston, and I went, my friend lives an hour outside of Boston, my friend from college, and I hadn't seen her. Well, actually I saw her in June, but normally I only see her like once a year because she's far. She's about like almost 4 hours from me. But yeah, I went and I stayed with her. I was only there in Massachusetts for I think 20 hours, and then I had to come back home because I had something else to do. That was a crazy weekend. But it was at the MGM little not arena, like a little concert hall, right next to Fenway Park. And it was funny because our concert was at like 7:30, and there was a baseball game at Fenway at 4. So there were people everywhere, by the time we were like getting online to get ready to go in, like a good amount of people were coming out of the game, so there were just people everywhere. If you've ever been down there, those streets are blocked off, and there's just people everywhere. And we went to, there's a little pub across the street from where our concert was, and it's adjacent to Fenway. It's on the same block. I don't remember what it was called, but we went there for a drink before heading into the concert, and we did get seats at the bar, and we were talking, whatever, and then I turn around and all of a sudden there was a mob, just a mob of people, mostly men, but there were some women too. We were like, whoa, where did you come from? So it was a little chaotic, but it was fun. It was like a fun chaotic. So yes, the concert itself was really good. So it was, the first opener was Lily Rose, who I had never heard of before. Country artist. She was good, and she did some covers of like very famous country songs, and that like got the people going. And then it was supposed to be Brett Young. If you're a country fan, I love Brett Young. That man, not only is he beautiful, but his songs are so good, and he sings about his wife and his children, and they're just, oh, so cute. And of course, that one night was the one show of the whole tour that he wasn't gonna be there, and we didn't know until we got there. I don't know if that was a last minute decision or if that was always like planned, but Lily Rose, the first artist, like announced it, and we were like, because he has actually a lot more new music than Sam Hunt does. Sam Hunt, see, I like him. I think he's a good looking dude. His songs are good. He's got some bangers, but he's made some life choices that I do not approve of. But my friend invited me, and so I still went. But Brett Young has a lot of like newer music, and so I was really excited to see him. And so was my friend. I think my friend was arguably a little more excited to see Brett Young than Sam Hunt, so I felt kind of bad, but it was still so fun. It was a really small like concert venue, so because it was so small, he was right there, like right there. And like with our phones and like how good they are now, like I could just zoom in and like see him, and he was right there. So yeah, it was a really good concert. People were a lot, like poor girls. There were a lot of young girls there, like very young girl, like college, and there was like one like puking in the bathroom at like 8:30 p.m. and I was like, girl, I get it, but it's 8:30. I don't even think Sam had come on yet. And there were these 4 girls that also looked like low-key, I was like, are you old enough to drink? Like, that's how young they looked. Which, fine, I get it. We used to go to concerts in college with my friends, I get it. But they were very drunk, to the point where they were like swaying and like spilling their drinks on people, and there was this older woman with her husband, like you could tell they were on like date night going to a country concert, and this girl was just like swaying with her drink and just like putting it in the woman's face over and over again, and I'm like watching. It was like one of those like train wrecks that you like can't help but look, but it's making you want to die. It was like that. And me and my friend are just watching, and we're like, someone's gonna fight them. But it ended up being okay. But I was just like, Lord, just get them home safe. But yeah, it was fun. What else can I say about that concert? It was kind of short. He played from 9 to 10:30, which, I mean, it's 90 minutes, so I guess it's normal, but it felt very short. And we did the smart thing. We like cut out on the last song just so that we could like beat the crowd and get to the car, so that was nice. But yeah, I had gotten like 3 or 4 4 hours of sleep the night before because I hung out with some coworkers after work, and then I had to get up at like 7 a.m. and drive 4 hours, and I was like exhausted. So we went to bed, like we were like, we're getting old, because we got back to our house at like 11:30-ish, and we were like, shower and then bed. Yes, my head hit the pillow and I was dead to the world, and I slept for 9 hours straight, and it was fantastic. And then I had to come back because we were celebrating my dad's birthday the next day. So yeah, but that was a really fun weekend, seeing Sam Hunt. I have my 3rd concert coming up in the end of September, and I will be seeing Thomas Rhett in Nashville. Yes, I told you guys that I'm going to Nashville. I'm so excited. I can't believe it. This month. It's only a couple weeks away. It's like 3.5 weeks away. I'm so excited. I have the outfits. We're building. My friend and I are building our itinerary of all the places we're gonna go. I already made a brunch reservation. I'm ready. And when I come home, I'm gonna make a full Nashville video, and it's gonna be on YouTube, not on Patreon, don't worry. So you guys will stay tuned for that. I'll take video clips, and it'll be ramble style, but I'll show you guys a lot. I'm so excited. And on this trip, I am actually planning on telling my friend that I'm going with about my YouTube little side hustle, because I don't think she knows. So yeah, so I'll tell her about that. It's gonna be my unveiling, because her and I are like close enough now where I feel like comfortable sharing that with her. So yes, there will be a full Nashville video. That'll probably come, let's look at the calendar, shall we? If I had to guess, that video will go up October 5th, so in like a month. But you can start building the anticipation now. But yeah, I'm so excited. From what I understand, it's still gonna be kind of warm in Nashville at the end of September, like 80 from what I have read. But I have a feeling at night it's gonna be cold, and most of my outfits are like shorts. So gonna have to figure that out. Maybe I should get like a jacket of some kind that also fits like the Western vibes. We'll see. If you've been to Nashville at the end of September, let me know. But you guys know, big country music girl, never been to Nashville. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm gonna go. I've always wanted to go to a honky tonk. I want to take a line dancing class. I just when in Rome, you gotta do it. You gotta commit. So I'm excited. And so as far as other future travel plans, my cousins and I are going to Seattle in November, early November. I've never been, well, technically I have been to Seattle once. When I went to Alaska, I had a layover there, but I never left the airport, so I don't think that really counts. But I did see like all the mountaintops, and it's beautiful. So yes, I'm going with 2 of my cousins, and every summer we do what we call cousin vacation. It's our cuzcation, but we didn't do it this summer. And so my cousin's birthday is in November, and she was like, alright, so maybe we won't do cuzcation, but I would love to go somewhere for my birthday in November. And my cousin is a very big hiker, and there are a lot of like national parks there and trails that she wants to hike and stuff, but those are going to be like actual hikes, so your girl needs to get a pair of hiking boots because I don't have that. But I'm down for it. They're going for like 8 full days. I'm going from a Wednesday to a Sunday because I can't take off work. It's the week of like election day, and I am the election day director for my station, at least right now. I think I'm training my friend that day, which would be cool. But yeah, I know I can't take off that day. And I told my boss that. I went to her and I said, you know, it's the week of election day. She kind of looked at me and I said, no. I said, I would never ask you for that day off, ever. I'm asking you for like the rest of the week. And she was like, oh, thank you for that. I was like, yeah, I got you. I would never do that. But yeah, so I've never really been. I know it's beautiful. I know at that time it's gonna be cold, and I know it's very wet there, so gonna have to pack the layers, especially if we're hiking. But I'm so excited, and my cousins like know about my YouTube stuff, and so maybe I'll vlog that for my second channel. I would like to. Maybe I'll vlog it. So that's in November. I have really like fallen in love with utilizing my second channel again, not only with the podcast series that I've been doing on there, which I have really fallen in love with, and I feel so passionate about it, and I like sometimes wish that YouTube was my full career, because I would have so much more time to do things. But I don't think it'll ever be my full-time career. I don't think I would let myself commit to that. But yeah, I'm really excited. But not only the podcast episodes, just like vlogs and just little tutorials. I used to get so caught up on like the views and like the number of views I was getting, because that's more of like my baby channel. So the views aren't always that high, but at this point I'm kind of like over that. I'm like, I don't really care. I just want to post things, even if like 1,000 people watch one video, whatever, fine. I just really have been enjoying it, and if it makes me happy, then I should continue doing it, right? So yeah, if you're not subscribed, low pluggy plug, it's Samantha Taylor here on YouTube. The link is in my description. So yeah, I'll probably vlog Seattle. I have more podcast episodes coming. I want to do like a Sunday reset type of vlog now that summer's over, and my apartment needs a deep clean, just some things to get done around here. So I want to make that kind of vlog, so little things like that. I have also had this urge to just change things in my apartment. Again, I never changed anything like too much. At the beginning of the year I changed like some decor and some small details, but I don't know, I have the same bedroom furniture I've had since I was 14, and I really want a queen size bed, because I feel like I am a queen and I deserve a queen bed. No, I'm just kidding, but I do want a queen bed. I've always wanted one, but I'm like torn, because I'm like, this furniture is perfect, it's in perfect condition, so it's like, why do I want to spend money just to get a bigger bed and like different dressers? Like, it is all functioning, you know? So that's on the back burner. I really do need to replace my stove because it's old. And I said that I was going to do that this past summer, and I didn't. But I'm not in a rush, but it needs to be replaced. It's going to drive the value of this apartment up. So I want to do that. I want to stain and repaint my kitchen cabinets. They're now just a chestnut wood color, which is fine, but I want to prime them and paint them like a dark charcoal gray. I don't think completely black, but like a dark gray. I think it would match really well with the backsplash that I have. Cool leaf blower. It's okay, I'm almost done. But I found a whole video on Instagram that teaches you how to do it. I'm still gonna recruit my dad to help me because I don't fully trust myself, but I really want to do that. Again, not really in a rush, but that's on the back of my mind. I want to regrout my bathroom, like the floors in between the tiles, and make them white again. They were never white when I moved in, so regrout the bathroom, which I think I could do on my own. I want to get rid of my little desk that I have. I've had it since I lived in my mom's house. It's old and it's flimsy, but I want to donate it because I think like a kid or a college student could get use out of it. I'm going to donate it, and then I want to put bookshelves there, like 3 leaning bookshelves along the wall. I know it's hard for you guys to envision it because you don't know my apartment that well, but yeah, I'm going to put 3 bookshelves on the wall and like decorate them. I think I'm actually going to get those bookshelves from my mom because she has some bookshelves that she doesn't really want anymore, so I said I would take them. It's perfect and they match. And then my beautiful white mirror that I love, that I've had, it's always like whenever I post mirror selfies on my Instagram or whatever, that's the mirror I'm talking about. I got it from Home Goods for like 80 bucks a couple years ago, and I love it, but it doesn't fully match my apartment that well. I mean, it's white, so, you know, it matches the neutrals, I guess, but I want to get a bigger one and I want to donate that one as well. I would never just like throw things out. A lot of my things are in really good condition, so I'm not even gonna sell them. I'm just gonna donate them. And then I want to get a bigger black framed arched mirror. And there's one on Amazon that I have my eye on, but again, not really in a rush per se. These are just things on my list, but I think it's gonna make my apartment look so good. Yeah, so stay tuned for all that stuff. And the last thing I want to show you guys, my best friend Joanne, you guys know her. She just lent me this book. Has anybody read it? She said it's a 7-part series, and she's on the last book, and she says she's really liked it, and she knows that I like reading, although I haven't read in a while. But she gave it to me yesterday. We hung out on Labor Day, and she was like, I brought this, do you want it? And so it's Sarah J. Maas, which I feel like I've heard that name, but Throne of Glass, I've never heard of it. I have no idea what it's about. I have read the back. It's a very like fantasy fairy tale kind of book, which I don't think I've ever read anything like fantasy really, so not really up my alley, but it sounds interesting. I'll read you the back. It says, in a land without magic, an assassin is summoned to the castle. She has no love for the vicious king who rules from his throne of glass, but she has not come to kill him. She has come to win her freedom. If she defeats 23 murderers, thieves, and warriors in a competition, she will be released from prison to serve as the king's champion. Her name is 𝓢𝓸𝓬𝓲𝓪. The crown prince will provoke her, the captain of the guard will protect her, and a princess from a faraway country will befriend her. But something rotten dwells in the castle, and it's there to kill. When her competitors start dying mysteriously, one by one, 𝓢𝓸𝓬𝓲𝓪, I think that's how you pronounce it, or 𝓢𝓸𝓬𝓲𝓪, I don't know. Her fight for freedom becomes a fight for survival and a desperate quest to root out the evil before it destroys her world. Thrilling and fierce, Throne of Glass is the first book in the #1 New York Times best-selling series that has captivated readers worldwide. So different from anything I've ever read, but I'm open to it, and I trust my friend. She has good taste in things, so if she said it's good, then it's good. So I'm gonna read it. I think I might read the first chapter on Patreon or something. Do like a reading you to sleep sort of video, but yeah. I haven't started it yet. There's another book, like a smaller, more like self-help book, it's not a fiction book, that I want to read first. And then once I read that, I'll probably read this. So yeah. So that's it, guys. All good things happening. I'm excited for fall content, fall outfits, like all the things. So yeah, I hope that you guys are doing really well. Thank you for being here. I hope that you enjoyed, and I will see you